Oh, it catches you. Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, I just had to catch myself. Okay. Yeah.
Is that good?
Okay. So we will change our Radha Madhava first. 2 minutes.
To the Son of the devotees, all glories to the Son of the devotees, all glories to Shri Shiva and Gautama, all glories to His divine grace, Srila Prabhupada. Namo Vishnu Krishna Krishna Bhutale, Srimati Bhakti Vedanta Swami Nityananda. Namaste Saraswati Deve Kauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunari Paschatya Shatarine. Please give it one big Haribol for our talented Vinanga player. And one big Haribol for our internet audience. Wait. Now. One more. Thank you. Maybe I should point it to you, so then you have to listen attentively. Can someone give me this key? Maybe I forget it. Fell out. So today we have a very special opportunity to listen from the Light of the Bhagavad book. It's one of my favorite Srila Prabhupada's books, and I will explain how it came into existence. This illustration that you see is made by a very famous Chinese artist, one lady. I can't repeat her name, it's Chinese. Devotees asked her to illustrate every verse and prepare by Srila Prabhupada. So this book is written based on a chapter from the 10th canto of Srimad Bhagavatam called Description of Autumn in Vrindavan. And it's very poetic, it's full of metaphors, and it's full of examples from nature. And she has illustrated this by different paintings. I went to the shop upstairs and they used to have this book, but they said they will order it again, so you can buy it there. I think it's only £6. And it has 48 verses and commentaries by Srila Prabhupada and 48 paintings. So it's written for the symposium of cultivating the human spirit in Japan. Unfortunately, Srila Prabhupada never made it to Japan to present this book and to give his talk there. But devotees discovered this manuscript. It was typed on the old style typewriter and edited it, the text. It's up for some time. I had the original manuscript where you can see how devotees corrected, and I lost it, unfortunately. I had it electronically. It was a scan of the typing of Srila Prabhupada. So this book is actually written for Oriental people, or people from the East, like China, Japan, we can say also India, that he can explain many things there about leadership, about lifestyle, about social issues, about political situation in the world, then also just very things that are very relevant to us individually, about self-realization and realization of God. And I think anyone can find something interesting. And today I have chosen verse 5, and I will read from there, but first we will chant the invocation mantra. Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya. 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 So, Light of the Bhagavad, verse 5. The evening in the rainy season is dark all around. There is no sight of the twinkling stars on the horizon or the pleasing moon. They are covered by clouds. And the insignificant glowworms become prominent in the absence of the luminaries in the open sky. So here is the painting. I hope you can see it. These are glowworms. You know what is glowworm?
Okay? They said yes. Send the message. Srila Prabhupada's commentary, purport. As there are seasonal changes within a year, so there are changing ages in the duration of the manifested cosmic world. These changing ages are called yugas or periods. As there are three modes of nature, there are also various ages dominated by these three modes. The period dominated by the mode of goodness is called Satya Yuga. The period of passion is called Treta Yuga. The period of mixed passion and ignorance is called Dvapara Yuga. And the period of darkness and ignorance, the last period, is called Kali Yuga, or the age of quarrel. The word Kali means quarrel. Kali Yuga is compared to the rainy season because many difficulties in life are experienced during this damp season. So we are living in that season now, Kali Yuga. In Kali Yuga, there is a dearth of proper guidance, or lack of proper guidance. One may take guidance in the evening from the stars and moon, but in the rainy season, the light of guidance comes from insignificant glowworms. The real light in life is the Vedic knowledge. Bhagavad Gita affirms that the purpose of the Veda is to know the all-powerful personality of Godhead. Sarvasya chaham hridisani vishto matak smrityajnanam apochanam cha vedaisha sarvai aham eva vedyo vedantakrit vedavit eva chaham. I am seated in everyone's heart, and from me come remembrance, knowledge, and forgetfulness. By all the Vedas, I am to be known. Indeed, I am the compiler of Vedanta, and I am the knower of the Vedas. Bhagavad Gita 15:15. But in this age of quarrel, there are quarrels even over the point of the existence of Godhead. In the godless civilization of the age of quarrel, there are countless religious societies, religious communities, and religious sects, most of them trying to banish God from religion. Glowworms want to be prominent in the absence of the sun and the stars, and these small groups following various religious conceptions are like glowworms trying to be prominent before the eyes of the ignorant mass of people. There are now a number of self-made incarnations people follow without authority from the Vedic literatures, and there is a regular competition between one incarnation's group and another's. The Vedic knowledge comes in a tradition from the spiritual master through the chain of disciplic succession, and the knowledge must be acquired through this chain without deviation. In the present age of quarrel, the chain has been broken here and there, and thus the Veda is now interpreted by unauthorized men who have no realization. The so-called followers of the Vedas deny the existence of God, as in the darkness of a cloudy evening, the glowworms deny the existence of the moon and stars. Saner people should not be waylaid by such unscrupulous men or misguided. Bhagavad Gita is the summary of all Vedic knowledge because it is spoken by the same personality of Godhead who imparted the Vedic knowledge into the heart of Brahma, the first created being in the universe. Srimad Bhagavatam was especially spoken for the guidance of the people of this age, which is darkened by the cloud of ignorance. So this is from the Srimad Bhagavatam. This is one chapter from the Srimad Bhagavatam, commentaries. And Bhagavad Gita, you know. How many of you know Bhagavad Gita? Almost more than half. Okay. So, I have been teaching Krishna consciousness for like 30 years in various parts of the world. And two kinds of people come to my classes. One group, they come, listen, maybe sometimes laugh if there is some humor, or maybe they find something interesting, or they find that it's boring. So they come, they listen, and they, after the class, they do nothing. Another group, they listen and they find at least one interesting thing or one principle, and they apply to their life and transform their life completely. So you can choose in which group you want to be. I want to start with a story about a lion. How many of you have seen a live lion? How many of you agree that lion is the king of the jungle? There's a Lion King cartoon. So, at least when you were a child, maybe you agreed that the lion is a king. So once lion wanted to check what the other animals in the jungle think about him as being a king. So he came to a monkey. Hey monkey, who is the king of the jungle? You are, sir. You are, sir. You. That's right, and you never forget it. Okay, sir. And lion went on proudly around the jungle and came upon a snake. Snake, who is the king of the jungle? And in her hissing sound, I can't imitate this, but she said, you are, sir. You are the king of the jungle. That's right, and you never forget it. Then he came to an elephant. Elephant, who is the king of the jungle? Elephant just had his lunch. He didn't want to be disturbed. Elephant, who's the king of the jungle? Elephant ignores him. Second time. Now the lion started roaring, Elephant, who is the king of the jungle? And Elephant, with his trunk, grabbed the lion and smashed him off the tree. And then you know in cartoons, when you smash somebody, then they have stars above their head. So he was like completely shocked and completely defeated. And he said, okay, you don't have to get angry just because you don't know the right answer. So what's the lesson in this story? What we have learned in this story? There's a king of the jungle, but, so what we have learned, what we have learned from this story? Huh? What? I can't hear. Can actually.
We want to see the truth. Even if we don't.
Can somebody push me forward, because it's very cold here. My head is just completely smashed. Okay. A little bit more. A little bit closer to the audience. Okay. Yes, I think it's better now. I will survive.
Yeah.
Sorry, internet people. Adjusting a little bit. So there is always someone stronger than us. There is always someone who knows more than us. In the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is starting, he is such a qualified person, we will never be qualified as Arjuna, and he is starting in the second chapter by saying, I need help. I need help. Karpanya dosho bhakataspabhava. Prichamitvam dharma samudhachetam. Shishyasteham shadimam tvam prapanam. He's asking for help, asking Krishna. So the beginning of success, according to Bhagavad Gita, is asking for help. But if we are too proud and we think we know everything, we will never ask for help. What are the three most dangerous words in English language? You can guess now.
Being overconfident.
What?
Overconfident.
Yeah, very close, yeah. Proud? Yes, it is related to this. You're on the right track. But please close the door because there will be somebody is opening the door. Please close the door, somebody. The most dangerous words in English language and in any language are.
I, me, myself.
Beautiful. First word is correct. I know that. So now I may say something that you have heard and you think you know it, but are you living it? Are you applying it? So we never know enough. So if somebody is not ready to learn, he will remain where he is. He will not make progress. Or if you think that knows something, for example, you think you know you are not this body. You have heard this in this center. You have heard it many times. But when your body is threatened, you get really scared. Then you have not realized it. So you don't really know it. You just know theoretically, but you have not realized it. And please close the door. Please close the door. So we, every one of us needs to learn something that we don't know, that can help us. Every one of us needs guidance. And here in this commentary, Srila Prabhupada explains that many people are offering guidance. Nowadays, just down the road is Waterstone's huge bookshop. And you can find so many books. If you go to Body, Mind and Spirit or Self-Help or any shelf, there is so much knowledge offered, and everybody's claiming, we know the formula of happiness, we know how you can be successful, and follow us. Or you just have to buy the book, or you just have to attend the course, or you just have to take personal coaching from us, or all three. So, at the moment, every one of us is taking some kind of guidance. You may say, why not? I don't have a mentor, I don't have a coach, I don't have a teacher, I finished school a long time ago. So, but you are still taking guidance. Where are you taking guidance from? You're taking guidance from the newspapers and from the internet. You believe what you read, and you sometimes follow what you read, and you have some guidance. You are always looking for some information that can help you. That's guidance. So, our proposition is that if you want to be successful, you have to find someone you can trust. So you have to find guidance that is good, that you become convinced that it is good for me. You can check it, you check it, you see that, oh, this person really cares about me, but he or she all knows something. So what is required to trust? Two things: character and competence. What is character? Character means you are a good example yourself and you care for people. This is what we may say, two symptoms of character. So you practice what you preach and you are genuinely concerned about people. You're interested in benefiting them, in helping them. They can see it, they can feel it. These are two aspects of a character. And then competence. Competence means that you know something and do you know how to apply it. You have theoretical knowledge and you know how to apply it. You have practical knowledge also. So imagine you have a dentist and he's a nice guy. When he comes, he gives you a juice, he hugs you, he asks you, how is your family? He kisses you, and he makes you super comfortable, and he puts you on a dentist chair, he's smiling, there's a beautiful music, the smell of incense or perfume is there, and you open the mouth, and he pulls out the wrong tooth. So he's very caring, he's incompetent. I experienced this with my mother. She's not incompetent, but she doesn't know like spiritual knowledge, but she's a good cook. She's competent in many ways, but incompetent to guide me in life completely. I mean, she gave me some good guidance, some good wisdom also. But if I would ask her, what is the purpose of life, or what about God, then she would know very much about that. Now she knows more. So caring is not enough to trust. Now you can have a very competent dentist who always pulls out the right tooth, and he has the latest medicine and the tricks and chair, very modern chair, and when you lay down, then you can watch TV, and so very, very competent person, but somehow he's always late, and he always says, "Oh, sorry, now the prices have gone up, so I have to charge you more." And first he said one price, and he's changing, and so he shows symptoms of a person whom you cannot trust. He's a questionable character. So also we cannot trust him 100%. So we need both sides, character and competence, in order to be able to trust someone. This is the kind of guide we are looking for. And this is what we have found in the person of Srila Prabhupada, the founder of Acharya at this moment. Even I haven't met him personally, I joined after he passed away, but I have met his disciples, I have met his books, his knowledge, I have heard many of his lectures, and I have become convinced, and I have heard of his life, I have read his biography a few times, and I concluded that I can trust this teacher, and I can follow him. And then you may say, okay, Srila Prabhupada is not here. Now, his followers, which is us, and also seniors to us, present spiritual masters, how can we trust them to the extent that they follow Srila Prabhupada? But we should know what Srila Prabhupada is teaching in order to trust anyone, because we trust him. So, we have some standard now, at least those who believe in the Bhagavad Gita, who trust Srila Prabhupada, believe in what he has written and what he has done. We have some standard by which we can discriminate and then conclude that whom can I trust, whom can I follow. Now you may see many flaws or imperfections in the present devotees. That's to be expected. I remember when I joined, I came to Italy, one temple, Villa Vrindavan, near Florence, and I started noticing that devotees are not perfect. Then my mind, I expected much more because I read the books about the saintly character, saintly personalities, and I was expecting that all of them are like this, like what is described in the books. And most of them were not. So intelligent people come and see devotees and see so many mistakes. For example, if you are a manager, very smart manager, and you see devotees mismanaging, then you will think, well, what are these people doing? They are not very practical. And the devotee who is maybe a manager, maybe this is the first time he's managing in life. Now he's managing for Krishna, but before he didn't manage. Now somehow he got that service. And we try to select a person who is competent, but also those who take responsibility, they also have an opportunity to learn by mistakes, to learn what to avoid. So we have a tendency to think that if I can see mistakes, I'm intelligent. Nowadays, some people are teaching that if you can see the good in people, you are intelligent. If you can catch people doing things right, you are intelligent. Because everybody can see mistakes so easily. Why? Because we are envious by nature of other people. So it is easy to see the flaws, the faults, the mistakes, the imperfections. And much easier to see other people's imperfections than our own. It's much easier. So, but this is not the symptom of high intelligence. criticizing or seeing the mistakes. The symptom of higher intelligence is not to be blind, not to close your eyes before imperfections, but to choose to focus on the better side and to help people improve. And especially to help yourself improve. First, improve yourself, then you can improve everybody else if you are into it. How many of you want to improve, change others? Have you seen this beautiful cartoon, one of my favorites, I love it. One man is standing on the podium and asking, who wants change? You know this. If you know it, then you will not be impressed. Who wants change? Please, everybody, raise your hand. Now it's a more difficult question. Who wants to change? Okay, I believe you. I believe those whom I know a little bit, because I saw they are already working on themselves very hard. So, in this cartoon, who wants change? Everybody hands up. Who wants to change? No hands up. So if you want to help the world, if you want to make this world a better place, you have heard all these phrases. If you want to make a difference, you have heard all these phrases, then please start with the man in the mirror, as Michael Jackson says. Start with the man in the mirror. Have you had an experience that you have looked at the mirror and said, what are you doing? Yeah? Okay, some of you are very beautiful, especially this side. And then when you look, you may think, oh my God, nature was so kind to me. Okay, regarding the looks, it's fine, we may agree. But what about character? What are you doing? Are you helping other people? Are you helping yourself? Are you serving God? Or whatever is your standard of values, high values? You just try to be a little bit like a coach to yourself and talk to yourself a little bit, not too strict, but not too lenient also, but some kind of a middle, with a slight tendency towards strictness, I would say. And that's, I would have to say, healthy relationship with yourself. So I have met so many people who want to change the world. I have met very few people who want to change themselves. So I recommend that you become a very unique person on this planet, one of the very few who want to change themselves first. Or maybe just want to change themselves, period. And what happens when you want to change yourself? What happens is that people start coming to you and say, how did you do that? Can you help me? What shall I do? And you tell them, the greatest success secret in the universe. I will show you now. Now, internet people will not see it, and I don't want to turn the phone. This is the greatest success secret in the world. How much are you ready to pay for it? If I'm going to reveal the greatest success secret, why do you think it should be free? How many of you are ready to pay, and how much? It's a crisis, I know, economic crisis. So this is the greatest success secret in the universe. Daily practice. Every day, practice. Practice, and then you become an expert. Do you know that martial arts teacher always practices more than any of his disciples? You know that?
Yes.
Yes? So he doesn't have to practice. He's so good. But because he's a teacher and he wants to get better and better, he's never satisfied with how good he is. He practices every day. So we want success, and then we sit and we say, I say, what are you doing? I'm waiting. Waiting for better times. I'm waiting for better leaders, for a better prime minister. I'm waiting for better weather. But successful people create their own weather. Whether it's raining or sun is shining, they will do something. They will do something valuable. They will do something beneficial for themselves and for others. They will not wait. Waiting is not a strategy. Good strategy. How many of you are waiting for better times or for the nuclear bomb? You are not waiting people, okay? You are proactive. Taking action every day to improve everything, including yourself. So, don't wait, please. And if you want, actually, what do you get by guidance from others, by learning from others? Actually, you learn how to guide yourself, how to lead yourself. Because some people can, leaders, teachers, trainers, they can push you for some time, then they just let you go. You have to push yourself. So if you want any change in your life, then you need to start guiding yourself. By learning from wise people, by learning from teachers who have profound knowledge, like spiritual knowledge, like Srila Prabhupada, and by trying to apply it, trying your best to apply it. And if you see someone and you think, I want to be like him, I want to be like her, approach them and ask them, how did you do it? Even today, I mean, I'm teaching a lot, but I'm a learner actually. I'm not a teacher, I'm a student. And you can ask devotees, I interview devotees. Why? Because you can learn. You can learn from devotees. As soon as I see that somebody has some skill or knowledge, I make an interview and publish it on my Facebook. You can visit my Facebook, Gita Seva, 2 words, Gita Seva. You will see the Gita, yellow Gita on my profile cover. And I publish there the audio. I connect it from one website, the link. And you can listen to successful people, successful devotees, wise teachers, and we can learn from them. So we want to learn every single day at least one thing. And you can ask yourself, if you want to improve your life, you can ask yourself powerful questions. This is the best tool I can give you for your success, whether you want spiritual life or material success. Powerful questions, excellent questions. So one question you can ask at the end of each day is, what can I do better tomorrow than I have done today? Question that you can ask at the beginning of each day is, what can I do better today than I have done yesterday? If you just ask these 2 questions every day, in the evening or in the morning, or at least in the evening or at least in the morning, then you will start to think differently. You will start to think improvement. And then you will get ideas, you will read something, you will hear something. Krishna will send you information in various ways. Something will pop up on Facebook, some quote, you will say, where did this came from? This is exactly what I need. You had that experience? Just pop up and, wow, this is exactly what I need. Sometimes Facebook does amazing things. Like a person, Facebook is mainly a machine. I mean, people are behind it, but it's automated. And then Facebook sends you something exactly that you need, just in time. How many of you have this experience? At least some of you, yeah. I also had this experience. So if you're addicted to a screen, fill it with wisdom. Please don't do this. If you're addicted to any screen, then fill your screen with wisdom, not with nonsense. There is so much nonsense that you can waste time with. But if you fill it with wisdom, and always wisdom is into your eyes, then you become wise by the screen. You become wise simply by using your screen. You sleep with the screen. How many of you sleep with the screen? I think there is more, but they don't want to raise their hand. I put screen by my bed and then play something. Listen. I don't know if it's called sleeping with the screen because it's not in my bed, it's beside the bed. So these gadgets that we have, we can use them actually to learn something, to improve our lives, and to send beautiful messages. Instead of sending something insulting, something discouraging, something bad, something, how do you say, a foul language, we can send. Do you know that email can save a life? Anybody has this experience that email can save a life? Or one message, text message or Facebook message? Sometimes these messages can destroy a life also when you write something bad. But when you write something loving and supportive, it can save a life. So we can use these modern things to actually follow the instructions of the acharyas, follow the instructions of saints and sages throughout the ages, and improve ourselves and improve our life and improve the lives of others. Now we don't know what will happen. Maybe Third World War. There is predictions. People say that war is the best business. So the weapons they have accumulated, they have to use, otherwise it doesn't pay off. And we will pay with our lives, or some of us, with this. This is the state of ignorance of this planet. But in the meantime, between now and the end of our life, which may be a few days, a few months, or a few years, we can do so much if we don't waste time. This is why we need these books. This is why we need wisdom. There is so much information, but there is not so much wisdom. So we have Jai Shetty. Anybody knows Jai Shetty? Only two people. He's from London. He says his mission is that wisdom goes viral. So wisdom on the internet. He's making videos and messages. He's also a Huffington Post, but he's dedicated to spreading the wisdom. So please think about who is your authority, whom do you follow? Do you just follow your mind, or you want somebody who is maybe wiser than your mind? And which kind of guidance you want to accept? Bhagavad Gita mentions Tadvidi pranipatena paripashana sevaya upadikshante te jnanam jnanastatva darshinaha. Approaching someone who has seen the truth, approaching a bona fide spiritual master. And also yadyada charati shreshtas tata devetaro janaha sayat pramanam kurute lokastadam vartate. Whatever a great man does, other people follow, and whatever standards he sets by his exemplary acts, all the world follows. So you can become a leader in your community, in your company, in your family, and be a good example, and then also people will better listen to you. So you don't wait for others to take responsibility, don't wait for new leaders to come, but you become a person who has taken responsibility and who makes a difference in his own life and in the lives of others. Now to end, I want to tell a story about a man who loved to eat mangoes. How many of you like to eat mangoes? How many of you have a mango as a favorite fruit? Oh, that's great. Okay. So there was a man who liked to eat mangoes, and one day he decided that he will get the sweetest mango that is available. So what do you think where this mango is to be found? Where you can find the sweetest mango?
Top of the tree.
Except in Sainsbury's or... yes, top of the tree. Why?
That's where the goodness rises, the best part rises.
Mm-hmm. Why? Why is this the sweetest? Yes. Yes. Okay, the sun, they become reddish red. Somehow the sweetest mango is at the top. So he climbed, and as you go to the top of the tree, the branches start to be thinner and thinner and thinner. So it gets dangerous. So he was able to pick up a couple of mangoes that he liked, put it in his pocket in his jacket, but he slipped and he started falling. Unfortunately, he was able to grab one branch and remained hanging, but he couldn't come down. It was a strange position. So he was like in a precarious situation. Now this tree was near this tree. There were the houses of the nearby village. It was the end of the village. So, but still, the last houses were not so far away. So he started calling for help. Please help! He was calling. And some people came, and they also saw him hanging, and they brought ladders and brought some sticks and tried to help him. They reached out and tried to lean on the ladders, but nobody was able to help him. And one boy came and said, maybe we can call a sage. There was a sage in this village who was known by solving people's problems very successfully, sometimes in unusual ways. And Hare Krishna. And they said, yes, call him, run. Fortunately, the sage was available. He was at home meditating. He was chanting Hare Krishna and reading Bhagavad Gita. So he said, so what's happening? He said, oh, we need your help. One man is hanging, we don't know what to do. Please come take a look, maybe you have an idea. Oh, sure, let's go. And he came there, everybody was watching. What's he going to do now? If you take a look at him, took one stone and pop! Ah! What are you doing? People were shocked. Maybe sage has drank something. Doesn't seem very wise. What he's going to do next? But the man is getting angry, is determined to come down. He says, when I come down, I'll show you. And people said, yes, this is what we want, come down. But how? Now some people thought maybe we should stop the sage, maybe he has gone insane. What he's going to do next? Now the man became so determined to teach him a lesson, to come down, that he stretched and waved and swang, and somehow he was able to reach the branch by which he could continue and get down. And he managed to do that. And when he came down, he said, where is the sage? And people said he wouldn't be a sage, he would stay to wait for you to beat him up. He was fuming, like you can imagine the smoke coming from his ears and his nose, and from his eyes were very red, like fiery. And people said, calm down. We all tried to help you. We prayed and hoped, and we gave you letters and sticks, and nobody was able to help you. And he helped you by provoking you to help yourself. Can't you see? Yes, okay, so what shall I do? Maybe I should thank him. And they said, yes. He helped you, maybe unusual way, and you were disturbed. But he saved your life, actually. You should definitely thank him. Because you would just break your bones, hanging, and then when you couldn't hang anymore, you would just fall. And he accepted. So sometimes guidance is not easy, to face the truth, to face what we have to change. We will find people who will be very straightforward with us, but they are our well-wishers, and if we trust them, they can still follow what they say, and in this way we have a chance to grow and become successful. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
East West, Prabhu Ki.